What would your life look like without that pain? Really think about it. What would it feel like to walk without stiffness, to bend without hesitation, to wake up and stretch without wincing? Joint pain doesn't just hurt the body, it invades the mind. It creeps in quietly, a dull ache at first, something you can brush off. But over time it grows louder, more persistent, until one day it starts making decisions for you. You begin adjusting your life around it. You park closer, you sit longer, you stop taking the stairs, not because you're lazy, but because it hurts. The small things you once did without thinking now take effort, planning, and sometimes even courage. That's the hidden cost of joint pain. It doesn't just limit your movement, it limits your confidence, your freedom, and slowly, it starts to change who you are. You were once someone who moved with purpose, someone who said yes to plans without thinking twice. But pain has a way of stealing that spontaneity. It turns every action into a calculation. It makes you second-guess yourself. And the more you adjust your life to accommodate the pain, the smaller your world becomes. What most people don't realize is how deeply joint pain affects your emotions. Studies show that chronic pain can lead to anxiety, depression, even memory loss, not because you're weak, but because pain rewires the brain. It triggers a stress response that never fully shuts off. Your nervous system is on high alert all the time, and that drains your energy, your patience, your joy. You're not just physically tired, you're mentally and emotionally exhausted. Maybe you've already tried the pills, the creams, the appointments. Maybe you've been told that it's just part of getting older, that you have to live with it. But deep down, a part of you refuses to accept that this is how it has to be, because something in you still remembers how good life felt before the pain, and you want that life back. Here's the truth. Joint pain is not the end of your story. It's not a sign that you're broken or past your prime. It's a signal, a cry for help from your body, asking for something different, something better. Your body is not giving up on you. It's asking you not to give up on it. And the most powerful part, you don't need a miracle. You don't need a drawer full of prescriptions. Sometimes healing starts with something simple, something natural, something your body can recognize, absorb, and use to repair itself from the inside out. That's the reward waiting for you. That's why you need to keep listening, because by the time this is over, you won't just have information, you'll have hope. And you'll have a real, natural way to fight back against the pain that's been holding you hostage. Pain may have written the last chapter, but it doesn't get to write the next one. You do. And that chapter can be stronger, freer, and more alive than you've felt in years. It all begins with a choice, a decision to settling, to stop masking the symptoms and to start listening to what your body truly needs. If you've ever felt like the pain was winning, if you've ever watched your life shrink little by little, if you've ever longed for one day, just one, without that aching reminder, then this, right now, is your turning point. Because pain might be powerful, but your will to heal is stronger. Healing doesn't always start in a doctor's office. If you've ever wanted a free, private session where you can talk to me about pain without fear of judgment, without fear, sometimes it starts in your kitchen. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is the kind your body already understands. Because your body isn't just trying to survive, it's always trying to heal. Every cell, every organ, every system is working around the clock to repair, restore, and renew. But it needs the right tools. It needs fuel. It needs support. And what you put into your body matters more than most people ever realize. Joint pain is often a symptom of something deeper, inflammation. When your joints are inflamed, it's like a fire inside your body that refuses to go out. This fire eats away at your cartilage, damages tissue, stiffens movement, and sends pain signals to your brain again and again. But what if you could fight that fire with something natural, simple, and safe? What if you could drink something each day that cools the flames, soothes your joints, and helps your body rebuild? Science already shows us the way. You don't need expensive solutions. You need ingredients that work with your biology, not against it. Turmeric, ginger, lemon, collagen, Black pepper, each one backed by real studies, each one carrying compounds that reduce inflammation, protect joints, and support tissue repair. This isn't guesswork. It's real, measurable, proven. Curcumin, the active compound in turmeric, is one of nature's most powerful anti-inflammatories. Research shows it can rival the effects of some pharmaceutical drugs without the harsh side effects. But there's a catch. It needs black pepper to activate its full power. That's where piperine comes in. Just a pinch of it increases absorption dramatically, making every sip count. Ginger is another gift from nature. It improves circulation, helps reduce swelling, and supports the immune system. When combined with turmeric, it creates a powerful synergy. Two natural healers working together to calm the storm inside your joints. Then there's lemon. Not just for flavor, but for its role in detoxification. It helps flush out toxins, alkalize the body, and provide vitamin C, essential for collagen production and joint health. It's like giving your body a reset button, a fresh start from the inside out. Collagen is the final piece of the puzzle. It's the protein that makes up your cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. But as you age, your natural collagen levels drop, and when they do, your joints become more fragile, more prone to injury, more likely to hurt. By drinking collagen-rich blends, you help rebuild the very structure that supports your joints. You give your body the raw materials it needs to restore itself. When these ingredients are combined, they create something powerful. Not just a drink, but a statement, a daily ritual that says, I'm choosing to heal. I'm choosing strength. I'm choosing to show up for my body the way it has always shown up for me. And what happens when you do this consistently? You start to feel the shift. Less stiffness in the morning, less discomfort after long walks, more ease in your movements, more confidence in your steps. It won't happen overnight, but it will happen because nature doesn't work in quick fixes. It works in steady, powerful change, the kind that lasts. Every time you drink this blend, you're sending a message to your body. I believe in your ability to heal. I believe in better days. I believe in life without limits. And your body listens. It always has. It just needed the right support. The most powerful thing is this: healing isn't just physical. It's emotional, mental. When your body begins to feel better, your mind follows. You feel lighter, clearer, more motivated to move, to live, to take on the day with purpose. Because pain no longer owns your mind. You begin to realize that the same discipline you bring to drinking this simple blend, you can bring to other parts of your life too. Better habits, better choices, a stronger mindset. You become more than someone managing pain. You become someone mastering life. That's the gift this drink offers. Not just relief, not just physical comfort, but transformation, a way to reclaim your energy, your freedom, your identity. Because healing is not a miracle, it's a process. One small action, repeated with intention, becomes a habit. And habits, over time, change lives. One drink a day may not seem like much, but when done with belief, with commitment, with vision, it becomes the start of everything. So don't underestimate what you're holding in your hands. It's more than a drink. It's the power to take back control, to calm the inflammation, to rebuild the damage, to reignite the fire inside you, but this time, not as pain, but as purpose. The greatest transformations begin with a decision. Not a loud one, not one the world claps for, but a quiet, powerful decision made deep within you. The decision to stop settling and start rising. You've already come this far. You've faced the pain, you've survived the discomfort, but now, it's time for more than survival. It's time to thrive. This is your moment to take back what pain tried to steal: your energy, your freedom, your joy, not through force, but through alignment, through consistency, through giving your body exactly what it needs to do what it's been trying to do all along: heal. Because healing isn't a reward for the lucky, it's a result of action, of commitment, of belief. That belief starts now. Every time you take that drink, you're doing more than soothing your joints. You're proving something to yourself. You're proving that you are not powerless. You're proving that you are not stuck. You're proving that progress is possible and that change is real. You're not waiting for the perfect time. You're not hoping pain will just disappear. You're showing up right here, right now. And that is power. There is nothing passive about recovery. It's not about sitting back and hoping for the best. It's about standing up day after day and saying, I choose to get better. It's about fighting for your strength, not with resistance, but with rhythm, with intentional habits, with the kind of discipline that compounds over time and turns pain into power. Imagine the days ahead. Picture them clearly. You wake up and your joints feel lighter. You stretch without flinching. You take the stairs without thinking twice. You walk longer, stand taller, move easier. You feel alive again, not just in body, but in spirit. Your body might not feel okay, but just like you feel okay in your mind, in your body, the kind of thought process you feel wiser, not just in body, but in spirit. You walk lighter, more easily. You feel alive, not just in body, but in spirit. You walk lighter, more easier. You walk lighter, more easier. You feel alive, not just in body, but in spirit. And the more you feel this shift, the more you want it, the more you believe it's possible, because now you've tasted what it's like to live without being limited. That's when everything changes, because when your body feels strong, your mind opens up. You begin to think bigger, dream more, push past old boundaries. The limitations you once accepted now look like lies. Lies that kept you small. Lies that told you aging means giving up. Lies that convinced you healing was out of reach. But you're not living by those lies anymore. You're building something different. A new normal. One rooted in strength, not suffering, in vitality, not compromise. You're rewriting your story, and this time, you are the one holding the pen. This isn't about perfection. It's not about instant results. It's about progress. It's about showing up every day, no matter what. Drinking that blend, moving your body, feeding your mind with belief instead of doubt, choosing consistency over comfort, because you know that comfort didn't heal you. Action did. You don't need anyone's permission to heal. You don't need approval. You don't need to explain your journey to anyone. This is between you and the life you know you deserve. A life without the constant ache. A life where you're not defined by limitations, but by how you rise beyond them. The truth is, most people give up too early. They stop just before the breakthrough. They turn back when it gets hard, when results are slow, when doubt creeps in. But not you. Because something inside you is stronger than the pain. Stronger than the excuses. Stronger than the voice that says, it's not worth it. You've already made it through the hardest part, believing that healing is possible. Now it's about staying the course. Keep drinking, keep moving, keep choosing your health, even when it's inconvenient, even when no one else sees it, because your future self is watching and they're counting on you not to quit. You are not here to live small. You are not here to just get by. You are here to thrive, to move through life with power, grace, and energy. And that starts now, not tomorrow, not someday, now. So when you drink that blend today, don't just do it out of habit. Do it with intention. Feel it as a declaration, a statement to yourself and to the pain that once held you back. You don't control me anymore. I'm not your prisoner. I'm my own healer. You were never meant to live in limitation. You were built for movement, for strength, for vitality. Your body is ready. Your mind is ready. And now you are ready. Say goodbye to joint pain. Say goodbye to the excuses. Say goodbye to the excuses. Say goodbye to the belief that nothing works. And say hello to the life that's been waiting for you all along. There is a moment in every transformation where everything starts to shift, not because the pain disappears, but because your mindset changes. You no longer wake up dreading the day ahead. You no longer brace yourself for every movement. You stop asking, what if this never gets better? And start asking, what else am I capable of? That question changes everything. Because when you begin to believe that progress is possible, you stop accepting limitations as facts. You stop living as a victim of pain and start living as the author of your comeback. This is your comeback, not just from physical discomfort, but from the doubt, the delay, the defeat that pain planted in your life. This is about more than drinking something healthy. It's about becoming someone unshakable. Every time you show up for your body, you're rebuilding your identity. You're reminding yourself who you are, someone who refuses to settle for less than a full, energized, pain-free life. The truth is, your body listens to what you do more than what you say. It responds to your choices. It adapts to your effort. It reflects the belief you carry within. And when you choose to nourish it, when you feed it what it needs, you're not just easing the pain. You're giving yourself permission to heal. That permission is powerful because so many people have been talked out of healing. They've been told to manage, not overcome, to accept, not challenge, to settle, not rise. But not you. You've already stepped beyond that. You've already chosen to believe in something better. That belief is rare. And that belief is what makes you dangerous to doubt. Because belief, backed by action, is unstoppable. Your joints aren't the enemy, they're the messengers. They're telling you what needs attention, what needs support. And now you're listening. You're giving your body the building blocks it needs. You're giving it anti-inflammatory warriors. You're giving it collagen to rebuild, hydration to nourish, antioxidants to cleanse, and the daily consistency that makes all the difference. And every single day you do this, your body thanks you. It moves a little freer. It holds less tension. It starts to trust you again. Because healing is a relationship. And now you're finally on the same side. What comes next is not just less pain, it's more power. You begin to move differently, not with hesitation, but with strength. You start to walk into rooms without scanning for a chair. You stop making choices based on what hurts and start making choices based on what fuels you. That freedom, that confidence, that quiet strength. Those are the real rewards. That's what this journey is giving back to you. You start showing up in life the way you were always meant to. Not surviving, but thriving. Not protecting your energy, but expanding it. Not avoiding discomfort, but stepping into growth. And others will notice. They'll ask what changed. They'll see the difference in your posture, your presence, your peace. And you'll know it wasn't luck, it wasn't a shortcut, it was you. You made the decision, you stayed consistent, you believed when it would have been easier to give up. That's why this is more than a health tip. It's a mindset, a standard, a daily reminder that you're no longer available for anything less than your best. You're done waiting for motivation to strike. You've created your own momentum, and now you move forward no matter what. Even on the days when the pain flares up, even when progress feels slow, you still show up because you understand that healing is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's quiet, subtle, a little more range of motion here, a little less swelling there. And then one day, you realize you haven't thought about your pain all morning. You didn't plan your day around your discomfort. You simply lived. And that feeling, that freedom, is everything. So keep going, keep pouring that drink, keep choosing nourishment over neglect, keep choosing faith over fear, because every small decision you make is stacking in your favor. And soon, what once felt impossible will feel normal. Living pain-free will no longer be a dream. It will be your default. This is who you are now, not someone who waits to feel better, but someone who creates better. Every sip, every stretch, every moment you choose healing over hiding, you're rewriting your life. One habit at a time, one choice at a time, one victory at a time. The pain tried to write your ending, but you took the pen back. And now, you're writing something stronger, something braver, something real. This is your time. Keep going. You're closer than you think. You're always and never done. You're always and never done. So this is why one choice at a time is a good choice.